right, let's jump right into this urgent explainer. I'm stepping in with a breaking news brief to report on a rapidly unfolding digital access situation. We're actively tracking a gateway event right now, and I want to bring you the information exactly as it's developing on the wire. We're going to break down the latest system status updates and look at the exact checkpoints required to cross this digital threshold. So let's dive right in and look at the very first transmission we're getting.
And there it is, just a moment. You know that feeling. It perfectly captures the inherent tension of an active holding pattern. When you hit a digital gateway, this brief little phrase is the very first indicator that a system is pausing your access. It's an active command telling the incoming connection to hold. Now, it's not a denial, right? It's really just a firm request for patience while all those unseen security processes spin up in the background. It's literally a moment of pure anticipation.
And we have a breaking update. Verification is successful. We've got the official confirmation. Verification successful. That initial security clearance phase has officially and completely passed. Whatever parameters the system was checking during that initial holding phase, well, those checks have all returned green. The very first barrier has been lifted. But as you guys know, with any developing situation like this, clearing the initial hurdle absolutely does not mean the journey is over. It just kind of changes the nature of the delay. So now we're moving into a standby phase, waiting for OpenAI. Looking at the current system telemetry, we've got a bit of a split-screen situation going on with our status. On one hand, we hit the cleared milestone, completed, verification successful, boom. But immediately paired with that, we have a brand new pending status, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. So the connection has essentially been placed on hold right at the threshold. The system is actively knocking, but it has to wait for the host, in this case OpenAI.com, to explicitly answer the call and actually open that final door. The ball is entirely in their court for this next phase. Which brings us to a critical mandate, JavaScript and cookies. Look, to successfully continue past this gateway and ultimately establish that connection once the host does respond, you have two absolutely mandatory browser actions. Step 1, enable JavaScript. This is totally required for the gateway to run those dynamic local security challenges on your machine to definitively prove you aren't an automated bot. Step 2, enable cookies. This is what ensures the system can securely plant a session token once you're cleared, so it remembers your verified status. Without both of these elements actively running, even with a successful verification and a ready server, you're simply not getting in. They are non-negotiable requirements. So, that brings us to the final, most critical question of this brief. We know the verification is successful. We know the system is waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. But what about your end? Is your browser actually prepared to continue? Take a quick second to check your own settings. Ensure those mandates are met, because the very second that server responds, you will absolutely need those protocols in place to seamlessly move forward. Thank you for joining me for this urgent explainer. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll keep analyzing the data as it comes in.